Hello guys, RoarBat1 here, coming at you with my 1000 subscriber special. First of all, before getting into this video, I want to thank everyone who has subscribed to me, watched my content, liked my videos. It's been a long journey to get to this point, almost 10 years I've had this channel, and it's just insane to finally think that I've hit 1000 subscribers over this period of time, and oh my god, it's amazing. I wanted to thank all of you for this, and I hope for many more years of great content. But guys, for me, I was wrapping my head around what we're gonna do for my 1000 subscriber special, and I came up with the idea of doing my Dark Magician deck profile. Now, this is a deck that has really big potential going into the future. We have stuff like the Predaplant Link, Dragoon of Red Eyes, but right now, the deck still has potential. It is still a deck that you could play competitively and still do somewhat well with. And I really thought, seeing as I was able to acquire the cards that I needed to finish the deck profile, I would give you guys this as my 1000 subscriber specials, especially seeing as Dark Magician is one of my favorite monsters in the game overall, and one of my favorite cards ever made. So, guys, I hope you will enjoy this deck profile. This is something really special to me, seeing as over the years I've just kept getting more and more of the Dark Magician cards, making sure I have everything to play the deck. And this is just something I played in the background, always as a fan favorite deck in me. Like, it's almost as loved as much as Heroes to me, just like one level lower. And honestly, this is something that I really appreciate, guys. So hopefully you enjoy the deck profile. Thank you all for 1000 subscribers, and now let's get into the deck profile to show you what it is. So starting off, we only play 2 Dark Magicians. Now, the deck is so focused to get to Dark Magician now that you don't really want to be playing 3 Dark Magicians. The third is normally just a brick anyway, so cutting Dark Magician down to 2 feels like made the consistency a lot better in my opinion. And I feel like, seeing as they're blessed by Dan Green himself as well, yeah, they're signed by Yugi Dan Green. I made sure I had got a set signed when he was in the UK. It's just really cool to see that you like these are signed by Dan Green. Like, Yugi's blessed my deck. But yeah, you only really need 2, seeing as the deck is so focused around getting to Dark Magician anyway, and like the consistency to get to him is like 100%. Like, you will not 9 times out of 10 open a way to get to Dark Magician, and like 2 is more than enough. So 2 is all you need to be playing, in my opinion. We are also playing 3 Soul Servant, Magician Servant. This card as well, absolutely insane card, just giving you the ability to send your Dark Magician to the graveyard, to either summon it from your hand or summon Dark Magician from the graveyard, and also while it's on the board, being able to get rid of dead Magician's Circles, the Magician's Navigations from your hand, being able to get rid of just so many cards that you don't need in your hand, to then draw some more cards, is absolutely insane, and this card is just so good for that. And just honestly, guys, this card is nuts, and you have to play this card in Dark Magicians. And also apparently Spiral, Lunalight, and anything that plays stuff like this. But yeah, primarily Magician Souls is for Dark Magician, and you need to have a set. It cost me an arm and a leg to get these, but I'm so happy I got them for this video to show you guys. We are also playing 3 Magician's Rod. Magician's Rod is just an insane card as well. He's your primary normal summon in the deck, being able to get you to any Dark Magician card you want, thanks to Soul Servant and also Magician's Souls. This card can single-handedly just give you any Dark Magician card you want in the deck, thanks to it being able to normal summon, search Soul Servant, search Navigation, search Magician's Souls, Magical Soul, Magical Circle, Eternal Soul. This card can give you pretty much any Dark Magician deck in the game now, or any Dark Magician card in the game now by itself. So this card is really, really strong, and you need to be playing it up free. He can also recycle himself, which is nice, so you always have him as a normal summon. We also play Triple Apprentice Illusion Magician. She is just insane as well, being able to discard a card from your hand to summon herself from the hand, not only getting rid of bricks, but also giving you the Dark Magician from the deck as well, to guarantee that you have the Dark Magician. Absolutely insane, while also on top having an effect where you can just send her from field or hand to graveyard, and then just boost Dark Spellcaster by 2k. She is literally an Honest. So Absolutely insane card as well, and like she's a free special summon along with souls, so she gives us link plays, which I'll get into talking about later. So really good. And the only other normal summon we're playing in the deck is one Spellbook Magician of Prophecy. This is just primarily because I'm playing a Spellbook engine over the Extravagances. I feel like the Spellbook engine in Dark Magician is just better because you can consistently get to cards like Crowley and draw more cards thanks to this engine, so you only really need to be playing this, the one blue boy. For other monsters, though, we are playing Triple Ash Blossom just because it is one of the most generic hand traps. I'm not going to get deep into that. But for spells, though, we are playing 3 Soul Servant. This card is absolutely insane, being that it can top deck any Dark Magician card in your deck. So you want to top deck that Rod, you can top deck that Rod. You want to top deck that Soul Servant, you can top deck that Soul Servant. You can top deck literally anything, Magician Souls, with this card, and it's absolutely insane. Plus, if you've got a Dark Magician in the graveyard, or a Mahad, Oracle, or any of Dark Magician Girl, you can banish it from your graveyard to draw cards equal up to the number of that card, up to the number of different cards in your graveyard. So you're always guaranteed to draw the cards you top deck, thanks to this card basically being a rotor in the Dark Magician deck. So 3 of this card is absolutely necessary and turns Rod into any card in your deck. We also play Triple Magician's Circle. With playing so many Dark Magician spell or trap cards and in the deck, you are almost not guaranteed to get the top card of your deck, one of the 3 top cards of your deck being a Dark Magician card. So you want to be playing this at 3, but this card also gives you the ability to stack your own deck. So if you've got a draw card in your hand, you can draw those cards that you wanted from the top of your deck as well, while also having an effect where if you summon Dark Magician, you banish a card on the board. So it's a removal, a searcher, and a stacker. This card is needed at 3 in the deck. It's something that you'll discard off souls as well, to get more draws, and just really good card overall, giving you the ability to banish and search cards. For one-offs, though, for Dark Magician cards, we are playing 1 Magic Inheritance, being that we're playing the Spellbook engine, we can just banish 2 spells from the graveyard and search any Dark Magician spell and trap card. We're also playing 1 Secrets of the Dark Magic. This is primarily as a fusion spell. We're not playing the Ritual, so you want to be playing one of this to be able to fusion summon into the Dark Magicians. We play 1 Illusion Magic because having more ways to get to Dark Magician is never a bad thing. And 1 Dark Magic Attack because we don't need Lightning Storm, we've got a Harpy's Feather Duster, and this card does the trick just as well because it's searchable. Like, you can search this through, like, 5 different ways in the deck, so really good card. That's all the Dark Magician spells. For just generic spells, though, we're playing Triple Allure of Darkness for more consistency, 2 Secrets and 2 Knowledge for the Spellbook engine for, again, more consistency, and then 1 1-for-1 for more consistency. These are just generic cards, like you don't really, like you just want to be able to draw as much as possible. For purple cards, though, for traps, we are playing 2 Eternal Soul. Basically, with how many cards there is to search in this deck now, you only really need to play 2 of this card, so 2 is more than enough of this card. Being able to search Special Summon Dark Magician and also search Dark Magic Attack is insane in this card as well. 1 Magician's Navigation. Again, you can search so many ways in this deck that you only really need 1, but this card's primary focus is to be discarded to then have a negate for your opponent's turn. So if you get this card, it's guaranteed negate, which is really nice. Only if you control Dark Magician, though. Only if you control Dark Magician. Make that clear. We are also playing Triple Impermanence because just another generic hand trap. And the last card in the deck is a Skill Drain, because a lot of decks revolve around monster effects now, so if you have Skill Drain up, 9 times out of 10 you're going to just stop them. Plus, you don't even really need your main monster on board effects, because all you're really going to be doing after your turn 1 is summoning Dark Magician, banishing cards your opponent controls, and then just going from there. And if you ever really want to get rid of it to summon like a Magician's Rod and stuff, you can just use Magician's Soul's effect as cost to send this to the graveyard, so it's not like you lose anything by playing Skill Drain. For the extra deck, though, we are playing 2 Link Spider. The reason behind this is, when you've got a Dark Magician, you really want that card off the board half the time so you can summon it back on your opponent's turn, to then banish a card your opponent controls. So I played 2 just so we always have the access to it, to be able to get rid of a card our opponent controls, thanks to this being in our extra deck. We also play 1 IP because it can, like, lead to access into like Unicorn. It can give us protection on our big Link monsters. Just all forms of like that. 1 Crowley because it searches the Spellbook engine. 1 Daybreaker, the Shining Magical Warrior. Now, this is a card that I really tested and thought was just absolutely amazing in Dark Magician. Just for the fact that you can special summon it, it gets counter. You can special summon Dark Magician to a zone it points to, it gets a counter. So as long as you keep a special summon Dark Magician to zones it points to, it's going to keep getting counters and keep being able to destroy cards on the board. So just a really good card in general to be able to keep removing cards on the board, while also gaining attack points to be even bigger as you put those counters on it. So just something really good that I was testing and really does work out. We're also playing one Nightmare Phoenix to get rid of back row, one Nightmare Unicorn to deal with a card's opponent controls, one Blackluster Soldier, because when we make this with Dark Magician, it's got all of its effects, and also we go into Yugi's other boss monster, which is a Blackluster Soldier. We are also playing one Appaloosa Bow of the Goddess, because card is absolutely insane. But you will never make this turn 1. This is primarily for the late game, where you make this, and then your opponent has very little resources, so you just win because you make this. One Brawl Load, because we take our opponent's stuff. One Brawl Sword for OTK potential. One Crusadia Avramac, because it says, I'm going to beat over everything. Those are all the Link monsters, though. Your extra deck isn't very important outside of maybe like the Link Kurilos and the Crowley. The Link Spiders and the Crowley. But like a lot of these are just stuff that can potentially come up. We also do play one Big Eye because it's another way to steal stuff. One Red Eyes because it can help us burn our opponent near to time. And finally, one the Dark Magicians because we can make this with the spell card, and also this card gives us more draws and more potential to set cards, which we can use on our opponent's turn. But guys, this is the deck profile. Honestly, Dan Green has blessed me with this Dark Magician deck. He has said to me, you shall become the new Dark Magician, you are the ruler of the Dark Magicians, with his signing of my Dark Magician. Like, he hasn't actually said that, but we've got Dark Magician signed by him, so he's obviously blessed the deck. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for helping me hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Like, honestly, can't believe it. It's so insane to have finally hit this goal, and I hope you enjoyed this Dark Magician deck profile. But guys, as always, don't forget to press the subscribe button. Let's try and hit 2K from here. Let's get to 2K subscribers next. That's the next goal. Let's press the subscribe button, press the like button, comment to tell me what your thoughts are on this this Dark Magician deck profile, and hopefully I will see you guys in the next one, and hopefully we'll hit 2K sooner than 10 years. But yeah, guys, Rollback1 signing out. Later all, and also check out the Twitch. I've started there. It's in the description.